In the 1870s, Joseph Gabriel set himself up as a chemist in Victoria Street, Abbotsford. In 1888, he employed local builders to construct a group of 3 new shops at 297 to 301 Victoria Street, on the corner of Charles Street. The corner building, the largest and grandest, was his pharmacy, and he lived upstairs with his family. The shop was specially designed for the purpose and was panelled with kauri pine and cedar mouldings, floored with encaustic tiles, and featured a cedar counter and wall fittings. Mr. Gabriel commissioned Ernst Richard Kretzschmar, a German sculptor, to model 2 figures representing Hygeia, the goddess of health, handing medicine to a patient. These were placed over the semicircular arched windows facing on Charles Street. The photos that you're looking at date from around 2015 and 2016, when the former chemist shop was occupied by Ban Ban kitchenware. Despite some changes, much of the elaborate exterior ornamentation still remained. Here we have a close-up of the carved figure of Hygeia and her patient over the arched window. Apart from the statue of Minerva on the Athenaeum building in Collins Street, these are the only known examples of Kretzschmar's work. On one pair, many years ago, one of the arms of the patient had been lost or damaged. This is a photo of Charles Gabriel, one of Joseph's sons, who also qualified as a pharmacist, worked with his father and eventually took over the shop. The photo shows him as a young man when he was a member of the cricket team at St Philip's Anglican Church in Hoddle Street, where the whole family attended. Local resident Virginia, who's a member of the Collingwood Historical Society and the Collingwood and Abbotsford Residents Association, was horrified to see what was being done. Both she and Collingwood Historical Society contacted the council. The owner applies for a retrospective planning permit for removal of the sculptures and other works. But the City of Yarra refuses the permit and orders the removal of unauthorised additions and reinstatement of the figures. The complex task begins with measured drawings of the spaces and careful scrutiny of the photographs supplied by Collingwood Historical Society. Clay models were first prepared. These were inspected and some refinements were suggested. Eventually, silicon models were prepared. This is what the silicon mould looked like, and they were used to make the final concrete models, which then had to be set aside for some time to cure.
start pointing up. See how that'll go.
Painting was the final step. And here's the finished product.